Okay. Hello, everybody. Um, Immediately I have to apologize because for some reason the apartment complex every single day they feel like they need to be cutting down a tree or mowing the entire front area. Like they're every day. Every day there's something loud, but today it's especially loud. So hopefully that's not super obnoxious. Maybe I can mess around with my mic settings or something if it is, but yeah. All right. So it's been a good hot minute since I streamed last week. I didn't do anything. That's okay. Gotta take a break. It's good to take breaks. I I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I've got a new little setup here. Not huge difference, but there's you guys. That's where I see you. Here's my mic. Here's my keyboard, which isn't plugged in for some reason. And here are my squishies. And I had to show you these. Because it's bread. It's literally just it's bread. Is this the most amazing like armrest you've ever seen in your life? Because I'm highly entertained. I just thought you guys would love it too. And this is a monitor. I can see you in there. That Fell gave me because he got a new monitor. So that's cool. I'm excited. That's gonna make streaming gaming way easier. So I'm very excited. We're gonna get more Sonic, and my friend is going to stream SpongeBob with me. So that's gonna be very fun. And we're getting basically the hardest part about that is just trying to figure out a time to stream together. It's hard being an adult, you know? Hey there! How you doing? You're the first one here. I'm kind of just ranting right now. So yeah, it was raining very hard the other day, but now it's bright and sunny, and we're gonna use this sunlight to help open this box and get some nice colors on these furs. So cool. There's just fur everywhere. I'm just constantly brushing fur off. Okay, so that's why the camera is in the weird. Usually I put the camera over here, but today it's over here because it's easier to see. These. We use these scissors. These are my beautiful, glorious non-stick, and I thought it was kind of stupid, but no, they work. They actually work. Cool. So I'm gonna use this non-stick to open my package. Every time I get mail, I'm never in the room, like, or I'm never at home, or whatever, and Fel has to get it for me. He's like, you know your package came, and I'm like, oh, well thank you. I tried to be creative, if that's what you meant. Sorry. Cool. So this is from Mendels, which is a company. Where are they? In California? No. They're in some huge city that I don't live by. They're in a big city. But they sell faux furs. Actually, I think that's it. Just faux furs. But they're like... Ooh. They like label themselves as like a very professional, high quality brand, which is fine, whatever. Label yourself however you want. But the problem with that is they think they can get away with charging like triple the price that they should be able to charge. And you know what? They do get away with it because look at me, I bought it. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I know the backlight is really bad right now. I'm just gotta cut this box open and then I'm gonna change the camera. Thank you. It's been a hot minute since I've streamed last, and I think I just needed a good break. But I feel happy again, so this is good. Ready to get back into the saddle and cool. All right. So yeah, this is not very much different from other faux furs. The difference here is that it's expensive. Just because it's Mendels, they're like Yep, this is expensive. This is fine. And I'm sad because I buy it anyways. Ugh. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Wow. Okay, so here's a... So you get Big Z fabric. That's where I buy most of my furs from. And Howl Fabric, Howl, Howl Fabric, they sell good furs too. Oh, thank you for following too. I appreciate that. Awesome. You're just followers today. Everybody's hanging out. This is awesome. Getting lots of new friends. I'm gonna rant about furs. I'm so excited. I love talking about faux fur. I'm such a nerd. Yeah, so Howl Fabric, Big Z Fabric is my go-to because they've got the quality furs for the lowest price. And, I think my second favorite is fursuitsupplies.com. The only reason... I mean, they're a tiny bit more expensive, but honestly, it's basically the same price. The only reason they're in second place is because they're constantly running out of stock. Like, if I go on there right now, like 3/4 of their website is probably out of stock. And that makes it really hard to place orders. I can call you D. Cool. Alright, I will. Oh, hey Indigo! I don't have the heads up right now because I needed the space. But I do have your hand paws. I'm glad you're here so I can show you these. Ta-da! These are so cute. And they're so big and puff, and I love them so much. Yee! I see my body in the background. Hi, body. Yeah, right? I'm trying to get out of the way. There it is. Pause. I had to size these up for man hands, so they're big on me, but they're so puffy. I just love these things. Yee! And of course, they must have the squeakers. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you like them. I'm really proud of how these ones turned out. They turned out perfect. Usually there's like a few flaws that I'm like, man, I wish I could have just at least done this a little bit better. But you know, they still end up looking good. But these turned out like so good. That was me trying to do this. It didn't. Squeak. I know, I always have to put the squeakers in there. And whenever I'm weird, I like to make sure the squeaker works, so I test it. And then, if I happen to be at my parents' house, I'm like, look at this paw I made, and I squeak it, and the dogs go crazy. There's no dogs in my apartment here, though, so. Do you have any costumes? I do, but they're all, away. I wish I had a huge workroom. I would just take the camera all around the workroom, but as it stands, I have to shuffle around constantly. I do have Figby's head right here, conveniently. The other heads are like over there behind several layers of boxes, but I have Figby's here, so nom 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 nom. I cannot wait to redo Figby's head. Wow, I'm so excited. I've learned so much. I'm very excited to get to that point one day. Hey, Micah's here. Hi, how are you doing? I was just showing off these paws. There we go. Whee! They're pretty big. But as I was explaining to Indigo and D, I think she said D? They. I guess I should say they, because I don't know if it's a girl or boy or what, but D is here, and somebody else was here too from earlier. But yeah, I'm just showing this off to all of you guys, and I'm glad you guys like them. So yeah, let's get back to the furs. I'm sorry, I got so distracted. Yeah, Big Z Fabric, #1, best price for good quality. Fursuit supplies, my second go-to, just because they've got great furs for great price, except they have bad stock. They're never in stock. And, third choice, Howl Fabrics, because they're a little bit more expensive for a lot of the same furs, but they do have some cool rare furs, so that's definitely a good place to check. Fourth place, Psy Fabrics. They're actually a very good company. They've gotten me a lot of really cool furs, unique furs I haven't seen anywhere else. And that's spelled S-Y, like Psy Fabrics. So, yeah, check them out if you haven't before. I've never had trouble with them, ever. I mean, every one of these other companies, I've at least had one trouble within all my years of ordering furs. And very last, I would say Mendels, because I've ordered from Mendels twice, had trouble both times, and their furs are exorbitantly expensive. So, don't order from Mendels unless you need to. But I have some swatch packs. I put together some swatches in preparation for costumes I'm planning to make, and these are furs that I could only get from Mendels. So that's why I have ordered this expensive fur, and now I'm gonna cry about how much it was. So yeah, I was very certain that this is the only place I could get these furs, and that's why I have ordered from Mendels, because, you know, expensive. Alright, so I'm gonna do my best to show this one off. I don't remember what they called it, but I will find the names for you. First, I want to show it off. So this one's kind of hard to see, especially just because it's so faint. But this is like a really nice, light, silvery gray fur, and it has, like brownish on the tips. You can kind of tell. If I can line the camera up the way I'm trying to. Yes, you can see like the light brownish. And this is for a coyote costume I have planned in the future. But that's very far in the future. And another thing about buying faux furs is the rare ones that are not like your basic colors, they go out of stock and then you never see them again. So if you have a fur that you really want, sadly you just need to pay, just fork out the money and buy it while you can before they run out of stock. So here's how this looks if I crinkle it up. Oh, this is like a cozy blanket. So yeah, I really like this one. It's got like a darker underneath. Gives it like that volume, that depth. You can't hear me because you're grocery shopping, I'm sorry. And at the same time, did I just see bread? Yeah. That's my bread collection. So here, I had to have something to, rest my wrists on. So, this is my bread collection, and I have an extra bread here, too, and they're squishy. I love my squishy breads. This one I've had for the longest time. I will never get rid of it. It is bread! Fursuit props, yo! I'm gonna just... Bread. Hang on, I gotta do something. This is important. This is research. Alright, this one too. I think I need more bread. This isn't enough bread. Okay, Figby. Good boy. Quality. That's what we do here. We hang out and we talk about bread. Yep, I love that. Hey, Spartan, how you doing? The prophecy has been complete. They foretold that bread would come. Okay, Lulu, I know you can't hear me, but that's fine for lurking. Thank you. I'm just dropping all kinds of stuff. Oh, here we go. Now, I can't show you this because I've got my address all over it, but it is the receipt. So let me see here. Make sure I accidentally don't show the camera. Trying to figure out what color this is. Not that. Those are all swatches. Ooh. Striped cheetah. Oh, Norwegian fox. Fancy. Very fancy. Oh, good. I hope you like the tail. It is super cute. Oh my gosh. This tail. I spent a really long time, more than you would think, trying to make this tail just perfect. I shaved every little detail afterward to try to make it look even, and I made the fur longer up at the top here. This connector up here, I tried to make it like strong in the core here, and then down here like lesser so it's like still squishy and it's not too heavy. And that's the hardest part, is fighting the weight of a bigger tail like this. But I think it turned out well. I've not worked with any kind of wire before, so it makes me wonder if somebody else could have what somebody else would have come up with. But for me, I made a strong foam core in this top half, and that seems to have worked for me. But this is a big tail. I gotta scoot back. Oh no, I'm not tall enough. Camera. Okay, that's fine. That's why we have chairs. Alright, now we're just getting some horrible backlight. Okay, camera. Focus. Show the world my butt. Come on. Yeah, this isn't working. It's just too bright. The backlight is just so much. There we go. Let's try that. Yeah, that's better. But. So it works. It does its job. Let me turn around this way. Hey. Ironically, though, I had my sister and Fel try it on, and you know, for whatever reason, it's just funny. It sits different on a boy than it does on a girl, and I think it's because of the hips. So you gotta tell me how well this works for you, because I want to know later on, like how yeah, just give me a good review so I can you know, improve for next time. But I think it turned out well. I hope you like it. Spartan's busy. Yeah, I know that. Spartan, you're so busy all the time. I feel so bad for you. Indigo, Spartan. Ugh. Do you guys know that I might be the only one. Okay, I'm a SpongeBob addict. I love SpongeBob. There's this episode where Squilliam, I think he's Squilliam's trying to do some kind of dance or something. He's like, "Who put you on the planet?" Ugh. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Because that's what I feel like Indigo and Spartan are like. It's just so funny. Oh, you're on break. I got it. Yeah, Indigo, your tail is big too. Why not? Let's show it off. It's here. Entertain! I love this tail. I'm gonna be really sad to get rid of this tail. Cause it's just kinda, it's been with me, you know? It entertains me. Every guest that comes over is like, "I must see your workroom," and they come and look at this tail and they're like, "Wow." Especially, I mean, even the understripes here. It's just a very nice tail. Like, the design is very complicated, and that's what makes it exciting. Oh, they're so cool. They're heavy. I mean, I thought I was gonna have to put beads, like, you know, I like to put beads on the end of my tails. Not every time. Like, this husky tail, that was heavy enough, but this floor dragger, it was heavy enough. I didn't have to do anything to it. Ooh. Have you shown me that? I don't think I've seen that, OC, Micah. Maybe I have and I forgot, but I don't remember. I know, I'm so broke too. Probably because I keep buying furs. Alright, so I guess we're getting good color with the window closed, so I guess I'm gonna leave the window closed. But yeah, this one, interestingly enough, there's a, I think at Big Z Fabric, they also have some kind of Norwegian, like this one is labeled as Norwegian Fox Oxford. And they have something similarly named at Big Z Fabric, but it's completely different fur. So it also makes it confusing. Like, with all these different names and some of the red, like, for example, a red fur, just like plain red, it could be named fire red, it could be named, like, scarlet, or deep red. I've seen all three of those names, or even just red. And it's just, with every, like, company's different naming, it makes it so confusing. Sour Lemon, that's a cute name. Hi! Soda Pop, that's cute. Yeah, you're gonna have to show me that. I don't think I've seen that one. Right. Squilliam. Can I have a free fursuit? I don't know why, but when I impersonate, that's not the right word. When I make fun of Squilliam, I'm like, I need who put you on the planet? Cool, so we have all our swatches here. I'm gonna go over those after. First, let's get to the yards. And one thing I have to say about, Mendels is that they packaged this very well. Like, a lot of the other companies, if you don't, like, this will be kind of, like, folded or, wrinkled in a bad way. And honestly, they folded this very, very well. So normally when you order faux fur, like, my suggestion is as soon as it comes, get it out of that box, brush it flat, because usually they'll give it to you, like, folded, sometimes a little crinkled, and you don't want it to get dented. You don't want to dent or kink the fur. But, you know, Mendels, like, A+ to them. They folded the fur very nice. I could have left it in there for weeks and it would have been fine. I know, you guys back there. You guys are fine. It's just because I'm in front of it. It's just like, and I'm a girl, you know, so I'm smaller. It's just, you know, I you know, okay, the thing about having duct tape dummies is you can't stop me if I want to give you a hug. That's not weird, right? Okay, so this is a fur for, that coyote I was mentioning earlier. So this one's, ooh, this is very nice. So this is a short, kind of a, I'd say it's a beaver fur. It's not like a rabbit fur. It's shorter than that. You left all your sewing stuff at your grandparents' house when you moved, and you haven't been able to sew at all. No, that's so sad. Oh my gosh, that would just be eating away at me. If I couldn't do any kind of sewing for any period of time, I would be so sad. I'm sorry. I hope you get back to it soon, cause man, that's sad. That's rough. Wow. So yeah, I've been showing you guys this for the past few seconds. It's nice short fur. Like, I guess it's an inch long, but it's, you know, if you include the backing and all that, it's really like 3/4 of an inch long. So it's nice and short, and it's nice and soft, and it's got a strong backing, so it's high quality. Whew! I just sent fur fibers in the air. So yeah, this is for that coyote that I'm going to be doing one day in the very, very far future. But the trouble is, with this kind of fur, you can see when I hold it far back, there's stripes on it. So that's any kind of fur that you work with, whether it's something like this where there's stripes, or if it's like a rainbow wave fur, you always have to order extra because you're gonna have to work around the color the colors. So let's say I only wanted to use like just like this brown part for just a hand pause or something. And so I was cutting out only the brown parts. That would leave a lot of like remnants. Like you'd have to order extra just to make sure you have enough for your project. So especially if you get something like this where it's very unique and it has different sections with different blotches of colors, if you plan on separating that into separate colors at any point, order extra. But yeah, this is one that I got to match with this one because it's got that same it's got the brown tips on this gray fur. That's kind of hard to see from far back, but that's okay. So yeah, this will look really nice together, I think. Looks better in person, I think, than it does on the camera. But if I color correct, I think it would look really, really nice on camera too. Jasper's having a nuclear tantrum today. Oh, that's okay. I'm sorry if it's hard to hear. You don't have to watch if you're busy too, you know. I'm choking on fur. No, it was only a matter of time before I choked on fur. Well, okay, so boy, look at this, my friends. This is so much more extra than I expected. This is, extra. That's the word. That's the word of the day. So I've never ordered a full yard of a tinsel fur before, and I will tell you why. This is beautiful. That's gorgeous, actually. It looks way prettier than I would have thought. It actually looks prettier on the camera because you really see most of, like, the light reflection coming off of it. Like right here, lots of reflection. But you don't see as much, just all of the non-reflecting. I mean, it depends on the light, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it when I say it looks better on camera than it does on person. But it still looks great in person. Very, very reflective. I had a thing against tinsel fur for a long time because I thought it looked weird in photos, but I since figured out that it looks fine. It's just the one fursuit I was looking at that had tinsel for their hair tuft. It just didn't work with the rest of their design. And that's why I was, like, so against tinsel fur for so long. Because I didn't realize that it was just that one fursuit that the design kind of clashed. So if you use it right, tinsel fur can look really great. No! No! Great. Now I have another hoodie that I have to lint roller. Well, thank you for the warning. Oh. Sparkle pup time. Woo! Sparkly. This is very pretty. I really like this fur. This is for another project entirely that, again, is gonna take me probably 3 years to get to, so I buy it now so it doesn't run out. Oh, rip Spartan. Oh, every fursuit that he sees, he calls Micah. That's so cute. So, oh, that's adorable. Kids are so cute. So he doesn't know the difference between the word fursuit and specifically your fursuit. That's cute. That's really cute. Man, I just love kids. At least the ones that aren't beating me up when I'm in a fursuit. I hate that. That's not fun. But that's really sweet. I need to hug Jasper. I feel like I need to hug him one day. So here's a fur that is also striped. So I'm expecting to have trouble working with it because, it's striped. It's not one solid color, but... Hey, how you doing? Welcome. We're talking about fur. Yeah, this is the reason I got this one is because it's very similar to another fur I already have, except the other fur is shorter, and I thought this could make like a really cool set of hand paws. Because this is like a, I'd say it's like bunny shag. It's like half length, but it's nice and thick. Kind of showing it upside down. Oops. Yeah, but it's good. I like it a lot. Very pretty. I really like that light color. The really light light brown with the light cream. It's just very pretty. So yeah, I like this one. That's nice. So yeah, these are all furs for other projects that I have not done yet. Let me read. That was called Snow Leopard. That makes sense. This one, I would just call it Red Tinsel, but they have it labeled as Tinseltown. And color is just red. Shocker, right? Snow Leopard. Did I already? Striped Cheetah? I think this is Striped Cheetah. I think this one was supposed to be Striped Cheetah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that was Striped Cheetah, actually. So here's another one. Ooh. So I'm experimenting with gold. And gold is a really hard color to get in fursuits because either it looks like yellow or it looks like brown. And trying to get something that looks golden is just very, very hard. So, I'm gonna try some experimenting with this fur. And I thought this was the coolest fur. It's like blocky, almost. You can see the backing. Like, that's very, very unique. I've never seen another fur like this. So that's why I had to buy it from Mendels, the most expensive fur shop. But yeah, I'm glad I did. This is very, very pretty. I'll put the camera down here. Wow, that's so pretty. So I'm going to try to get some kind of gold look with this. I hope I can. Because, you know, gold is very hard to reach. So I think using a combination, oh my gosh, a combination of black and white and this goldish, hopefully that'll make this look more gold. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to get a golden looking fursuit. We're gonna see what we can get. So yeah, very pretty. I really like the way this one flows. It's like long on the gold part and it's short on the black part. It looks like a deluxe fox, or yeah, deluxe fox. And that one was named Golden Porcupine. Alright, I can see that. A never marked Rissy has arrived on Trello. Okay, thank you so much for that. I forget about Trello every 3 seconds. I have a lot of things I need to update on there. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll add that to the list of things I have to do when I'm done streaming. Oh, and my website is almost done. It is almost done. I've been working on it for days. I'm so excited. You know, I don't know what that is, but I do know what posh is, and I'm like, that would probably be really styling. Alright, last yard of fur, and then we can look at our swatches. This one, I know for a fact, is Tipped Fox, and the color is Graphite. Ugh. So this is, again, another one to go with that coyote. The reason I'm experimenting with this coyote character that I'm talking about is it's kind of like an experiment for me to try to mix in realistic colors and realistic furs to try to make a costume, because I've never dealt with realistic colors before. So that's why I've got these few realistic furs, and I have this plan. It's all about learning for me. I really want to learn the best way. I want to see if I can do it. Alright, so let's point down here. Oh! Yes! Very expensive, very posh. Okay, so the camera is not doing this one justice. I don't think the colors are off. I think it's just because it just can't, it's not capturing as much depth as there is. There's a lot going on in this fur. So the back is just this plain dark charcoal. So underneath here is, you know, that same dark charcoal as the backing. Come here, camera. But you can see it kind of grows out into like a more brown. And then on top of that, on the very tips, you have this darker brown. So it's kind of like a three color fur here, which is why it looks so deep. I mean, it's very, very rich. A very nice, realistic fur. I really like how this one looks. And I'll hold it farther back so you can see it too. Ugh. Very pretty. Yeah. Very nice. I really like these. So I'm going to do a lot of good things with these. Very far in the future. But until then, I've got some storage bins with their name on it. I wish I could just wait to buy these first, but then they go out of stock, and then I get very, very sad because the costume that I planned, like, if I planned a whole costume around this one specific fur, and then it goes out of stock forever, I get really sad. And this has happened many times, so now, to combat that, I just buy everything. And I'm broke. I have a fur collecting problem. Alright, yeah, that was Tipped Fox. Where is that? Tipped Fox, Graphite. Cool. Alright, so now let's look at the swatches I ordered. This very last page is all blank except thank you for your purchase. I know it's not focusing. Come on, camera, focus. Just up tiny in the top corner. That's I don't know why that's so funny to me. Get out your magnifying glass, guys. Can't see, it's so tiny. Alright. I know, I'm stupid, I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah, here we go. Fur horde grows. Intensity. Seriously? I should have a competition on how many bins of fur I have. So, I gotta be careful because I have something over here I don't want to show you guys because it's a project that's in the works. There we go. Okay. So, these fur bins right here, they go up to here. These are just the furs I'm using currently. And I'm gonna have a competition of who can get the closest of guessing how many of those fur bins that are full, that I own. So, yeah. Fursuit supply stickers! I know! Okay, so the joke is, every time I order from Fursuit Supplies, they send me another one. And, I've just been putting them around the whole box. I'm just gonna see how much, like, I can cover the box in the Fursuit Supply stickers. Because, you know, I order from them so much now. It's just like... Ugh, sorry. The curse of having long hair. Every 2 minutes you have to brush it. You do that too, yes! Yeah, if they had different stickers and you could, like, try to collect them all. That's a cool idea. We should suggest that to them, because that would be really, really cool. I mean, even if they just changed, like, the little tail that the character is holding, or just the color of it or something, I don't know. It'd be very cool. Alright. Here we go. Let us look at these swatches. Still got fur in my throat. Ah. Okay, just making sure. Cool, so here we go. I didn't hook up my upper cam. I didn't think that I would need it, but I didn't realize I have the swatches. Cool. So this is how it comes labeled. I guess I have it printed on a sheet here. One thing I like about Howl Fabrics is when they send it to you on the sheet, it's like a cardstock. It's much thicker. Like this thin piece of paper wouldn't last 2 seconds in my my swatch box up there. My swatch box is so full. Don't look at my secret project. I accidentally showed it on camera. Cool. So the reason I've been looking for very specific colors of these is for, again, future projects. But, yeah, these are nice colors. These are pretty nice. I'm gonna have to compare them to some other ones I have. I'm looking to make a little Mr. Woof's sized stuffed animal of Figby. So I've been trying to get the colors. So that's why these are Figby colors. 'Cause yeah, I'd like to have stuffed animal sized of Figby here, and that would be great. So that's why I've been getting Figby color swatches. Secret project. It's actually for my brother. Making a costume for him. He's not a furry, though. So it's not a fursuit, but it is in my skill range because it's still like a head, it's still like a head that you can wear, like a mascot costume would be, so, and it's gonna be cool, but my secret project. Peer pressure him into being a furry. Oh, I'm trying. Alright, so this is Cuddle Seal in color of ivory. Cool, so this is really, really soft. The back is a bit stretchy. I'm not sure where I stand on this. This is kind of like a mid... Because it's a good... That's... Okay. So, you can kind of tell the quality of fur by how soft it is, and if its backing is like super ridiculously stretchy. But this is kind of a conundrum because it's super soft and it feels high quality, but the back is like kind of garbage. So it's kind of rough. I wouldn't choose this Cuddle Seal. That's these top two are Cuddle Seal. I wouldn't choose this unless you needed it in this color, because I think you could get better quality fur in this color, especially something basic like ivory here. But this blue, that's a little bit more rare of a color, it's not picking up well on here. It's more of a denim color, almost. Yeah, I would say it's more of a denim color. It's kind of not picking up right on the camera. And, oh, this one is also Cuddle Seal, this red. This one is maroon colored. And they labeled it as Merlot. Merlot? I swear, I took a semester of French and I don't remember anything. Merlot. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay. If you need this color, pretty sure Howl Fabrics has it, and it is a little bit higher quality and cheaper. So, there's that. Let's look at these next ones. So these two here are both, they're minky. They're minky fabrics. So they're, the same as these, except they're not a solid color. They're a, wow, that's pretty unique. I've seen something like this at Joann Fabrics before, where you can't even feel the sparkles. It's like soft, just like the rest of the minky, and it still has that pile in one direction, so the pile is still going down this way. But yeah, you can't even tell that there's sparkles on there because it's nice and soft. And this rainbow one, wow, that's very pretty. That is very, very gorgeous. I think if Mendels wasn't so expensive, I would order this and use it for, like, paw pad. Like this would be that would make a very, very, very pretty paw, is to use this, but it's, again, Mendels is so expensive. Everything is 3 times the price it should be, so I would rather just find something else, honestly. I wonder if they show the prices on here. So yeah, so $21.50 for a single yard of this, when you can get a yard of Minky at Big Z Fabric for like $6, I think. It's just so overpriced. I can't bring myself to buy it. Yeah. Oh, yes. You are so right. That would be awesome, Pride paws. Yeah. Oh, that would be gorgeous. Especially if you paired it with some like white fur, like a lot like this one, but with the black sparkle. It's hard to show. Yeah, but that would be really pretty. That would show up so well. That's such a good idea. I've been meaning to do some cool rainbow stuff. I just haven't found any furs or minkies that I liked, and that's a shame that I really like this one because I can't buy it. It's just too much. I'll buy the furs, but for the minky, I can buy that somewhere else. I can't bring myself to do it. Oh, well, you're the one that showed me this pattern, so I really appreciate it. Thank you. I never would have found it on my own. It's a very pretty pattern. I think, which one is this? Is that the Fursuits or the YBL suits? It's one of the two. I want to say it so that if somebody wants to look up the pattern, they can. Look up either Fursuits or YBL suits, if you are interested in this pattern. It's a very nice pattern. Alright, and let's look at the bottom one here. This is labeled as blackbird fur, which is, you know, something that they made up. I mean, obviously, you gotta make up a name for something, but they're just trying to be super creative now. As blackbird, ooh. Okay, so this is sangria colored blackbird fur. That's what they're going with, okay. Basically, it looks like short fox fur. And it's really hard to tell. I'm sure it's hard, because it's hard for me to tell, so even on camera, I'm sure you can't see it. But it's basically black with deep, deep purplish red tips, but you can barely even tell at all. Like, you would not know unless you had I'm sure if you had a huge full yard of fur, like, laid out in front of you, you could say, oh, I see it. But, especially just looking at this tiny little swatch, you can't see that. It's just tiny. It just looks like black. I'm choking on fur. Oh, it's YBL on Etsy. Thank you so much for looking that up. I can't recall anything these days. Yes, thank you very much, Micah. So if you like these paws and you want to make your own, this pattern is for sale for a very reasonable price. It's on Etsy by YBL. YBL Suits. I'm not sure if it's Suits or just YBL, but yeah, they did good. Cool, so let's look at this. We have 2 more pages on the desk after this one. And, alright, let's go over this. So this first fur here, this looks exactly like, Lynx cat fur from Big Z Fabric. So I wouldn't buy it from here if I could get it from Big Z Fabric for half the price, and it's the same fur. Like, it's basically exactly the same. I can't tell a difference. So this next one, this is fawn fur, and it's colored red. Basically, wow. Okay. So kind of recently, Fursuit Supplies put out a fur that's basically the exact same fur as this. It's got this knit backing. Oh, I'm sorry, the camera wasn't low enough. I'm sorry. It has this knit backing, and it's this bright red color. And Fursuit Supplies just did a custom run of this, and so I actually have 2 yards of this already, and it's exactly the same. Like, maybe if I held them up together really close, they'd be slightly different shades, but it looks so similar that, again, why would you pay, dear Lord, $46.50 for a single yard of this when you can get it for half the price? I'm just baffled. I'm baffled. Micah, squeak. That's right, bring the paw in here. I can't reach it. It's so big, I can't even wrap my hand around it. Alright, so this is yet another example of how they try to come up with, like, cool names. So they called this one Shrimp. It's basically blush, or peach. Those two are very similar. It's probably peach, from Big Z Fabrics. It's fine. It's exactly the same. It's regular luxury shag, except they call it Muppet shag. This is Maine Coon. So this is like a really long fur. You can kind of, this is very interesting. So the backing is kind of speckled like this because instead of having like an even amount of fur coming across, like coming out of the backing, they have these it's just tufted. So basically, if you shaved this really short, you would only see like those little tufts of circles. It would just come out immediately. It'd be awful. So, I mean, look how thin this fur is. Like, its pile is nothing. This is like a piece of paper thin. So I don't know why you'd want to shave this. Anyways. So this kind of fur, Maine Coon is what they call it. You basically just get this for the longest parts. Like the very top, very top of a fursuit, like the hair tuft. Yeah, I know, it look great. So this would be a really great hair tuft, or like the bottom of a tail, or maybe even shoulders. I'm a fan of really long fur on the shoulders, so I think that would be really nice for that. The only trouble is Maine Coon and other long furs like that only come in like the most basic of colors, like black, white, sometimes gray, sometimes ivory, which is kind of sad because I would totally get that in like more colors to make more fur tufts. Yeah, I just ranted about that for 20 minutes. Okay, so this next fur here, this is labeled as short seal sangria. That's the color they're calling it, sangria. Cool. So they weren't kidding. This is short seal. Like, this is very thin. Like, way, what even? This is the most thin seal fur I've ever seen. But that being said, this would be awesome for fingers. So let me hold this up here. Try to get so this is a black underneath. So you can kind of see the black. And red tips. But when it's straight like this, it just, wow. So that's very cool. It is that perfect length for fursuit fingers. Because, you know, you want this fur to be very short. Otherwise, all the fingers will blend in together. So, having a shaved fur that's already this short for you, I mean, I'm not complaining. That's awesome. I mean, usually seal fur is seal or beaver. They're both usually a little bit thicker than this, but I'm not going to complain because this would be very cool. I really like this a lot. I have nothing bad to say about this one. It's pretty high quality. It stretches a little bit. But that's okay. That's like the normal amount of stretching for a regular yard of just regular luxury shag fur. So yeah, I give them credit. This is a nice fur. I like this one. I don't like this one enough to pay $38.50 for it though. Alright, and here is their standard seal, which is, again, a little shorter than I expect. And this one just feels awful. This feels like you got it off of, like, a Happy Meal kids toy or something. Oh, God. That's just terrible. So, it doesn't look bad. It looks very okay, but, even the backing feels okay. But the fur itself, it feels downright cheap. Like, that's just... I would say that is a seal fur that if you were shopping on a normal site like Big Z Fabric, would be like a price... A price... What's the word? What's the word? Budget. There you go. It feels like a budget seal fur that I would pay $15 for. Even then I wouldn't buy it because I don't use anything but the highest quality of furs, so This is kind of useless. Anything that's less than high quality, but it feels gross. Like, ooh, it's like grindy. It's not like when you squeeze this fabric like this, it's all smooth. It's like, it just feels awful. But because of that, because it's a budget fur, and because it's double the price, they're selling it for $29.75. It's incredible. Because you could buy, on any other website, you could buy a yard of normal, high-quality seal fur. So it's just, I'm not kidding. It's literally double and sometimes triple prices. And I'm sorry, I'm beating, what's the phrase? I'm beating a dead horse. Yeah. Oh, all the furries are gonna love me for that. But it's true. They need to really scale back their pricing, because the only reason I don't buy from them ever is because of their pricing. And if they didn't have these specific yards of fur that I really wanted, I would never have bought from them ever. Okay, so we're getting near the end here. We've got this sheet and we've got a half sheet over here left of swatches. I'm having fun showing you guys all my swatches. I think swatches are really exciting because faux fur is exciting. They all come in different colors and different shapes and textures and styles. It's really fun to look at. Just like buying a piece of clothes. It's like, look at these pants. I love these pants. I wear these all the time. It's cool to see new clothes, and it's cool to see new faux furs. I get very excited. All right, so this one is labeled as ostrich, and the color is navy. Really? Navy? Yeah, it is navy. It's such a deep navy, though. Okay, so this is supposed to be navy. It actually looks like a gray, It's like if you had a black piece of clothing and you ran it through the washer too many times and it turned kind of like dull. I wouldn't call this navy. I'll call this like a dull black. But it is nice. It's got you can probably see. It's got like a few strands that are kind of feathery, like striped to make it look more bird-like, and I really like that. So it's just the plain black strands and then the plain caramelish that fades into like the stripes at the bottom. So that's pretty unique. But I have seen furs like this before, so it's not unique to Mendels. But I do like this color. It's very nice. But I would rather it just be plain black rather than this washed out navy black color here. Cool, so this is fun. I'm gonna tell you guys how much these cost. We're gonna have like a bingo or something. Like we're gonna have a game. What's a good game for that? Like The Price is Right. How much do you think these cost? Anyways, that one costs $39.95 a yard, and I'm gonna just cry. I don't want to tell you how much I paid for just these 4 or 5 yards of fabric. It hurts. My best is $4 a swatch. That's pain. Yeah, even the swatches are overpriced. Everything. It's just terrible. It's terrible. Lulu comes in. I heard bingo. I don't even remember exactly how much the swatches were. I remember the swatches were more reasonable, though. They were closer to being like a regular price. God, I'm still choking on fur. Okay, so let's go to the next one. So basically I ordered a swatch pack, and I had like so many slots. I had like 25 slots or something, and I already filled out the ones that I wanted to look at. So I had to fill out the last 5 or so with random ones that I knew I wouldn't really need, but it'd be a waste to not buy. Like, you can buy like a pack of 5 swatches or a pack of 25, which is a huge difference. And so, I mean, I there was like maybe 20 or 17 to 20 that I actually wanted. So the rest of them I just filled up with random stuff. that I thought might be cool to just look at for fun. So this is one of them, and it's called Chipmunk. Whoa. But to my absolute surprise, this is a really pretty fur. Wow. I just threw it in the cart is a thing to fill up the number of swatches, but this is really pretty. It's like the underneath is like a copperish brown, and it's frosted tips. Whether the frosted tip is actually white or black, but it's very pretty. Wow. Oh, man. Man, these swatches making me want to order more furs. This is just terrible. Oh, okay. Okay, Lulu. Have a good drive. Here's the back, so you can see what the underside looks like. This is... Wow, I am shocked. This is a very pretty fur. This is way softer and prettier than I thought. The only thing is, this fur also is, like those other furs I mentioned before, that are, they're striped. And those ones that are striped are very hard to work with unless you have planned around it. Like, you have some kind of plan to either cut out the stripes, or if the fursuit you're making is fine to have stripes, or you gotta, like, angle it different, like, make the stripes go, like, angled in. Basically, if you buy a fur that has some kind of pattern or stripe or splashed colors on it, you have to have a plan for it. And I know that this chipmunk fur is striped, just like that, which is kind of a shame, because if it was just this caramel, like this coppery color with the frosted tips, I think I would buy that immediately. I think. Actually, I know I would buy that immediately, because this is very gorgeous, but it'd be too hard to work into a fursuit. I'd have to cut it up, and I don't know, unless I built a fursuit around it. Oh, now I want to put mica on. I know, listening to people talk about, like, a fur or a fursuit, it makes me immediately, like, grab Figby's head and just... Oh, yeah, fursuit spray. That's easy. So, if you go to the cosmetics section of, like, a Walmart or something, they have, isopropyl alcohol. It's in, like, a jar like this big. It's like a clearish, whitish container. And it comes in different, like, consistencies, like, I think, like, a 30 or a 60. I know there's a 91% alcohol. Basically, I usually just get the 91% because it's close to 100 and it makes it easier. Basically, what you want to do is have, like, around 30% of, like, let's say you have your spray bottle. It's this tall. You want to have about 30% of it being alcohol, and the rest, the 70% being water. And then you can shake it up, and then there you go. And if you have some kind of, like, fragrance oil, which I have ordered, and I do have some fragrance oils, just, like, a single drop of fragrance oil, and, I mean, yeah, you want to shake it up after, if you add that, but you don't have to add a scent to it, but you can. So, yeah, and the difficulty is, I still haven't found the easiest way to measure the strength of it. Like, you have to have it strong enough so you know it actually, like, you're not just spraying plain water on your fursuit. You need to have enough alcohol in there, but you also don't want it too alcohol-y, because, I mean, I'm sure that's not good for your suit, but also, I always suffocate when I'm trying to spray down the bodysuit, so, just, you gotta find that right consistency, and I still haven't found it yet, because every time I make more fursuit spray, I'm experimenting more, and I'm taking notes, so hopefully one day soon I'll have, like, a perfect ratio for you, but for now, you just gotta kind of get around, like, a 30 to 70 ratio. Oh, you like the smell of the one you got from me? That's great! I don't remember what scent I put in yours. I don't know if I labeled it, but that's cool. That's really good. I'm really glad you like that. Sometimes I get worried that this fragrance oil will bother people, but at the same time, most people would probably like it. I like it. I think it's great. It's kind of like Fruit Loops. Okay, I know the one you're talking about. I know what the jar looks like, but I can't remember what it's called. But I know exactly what you're talking about. And I thought the same exact thing. I'm like, if this was food, I would eat it. Oh, okay. Cool. So I forgot. I ordered, so there was two kinds of chipmunk fur, and so this is just one of them. This is brown. And the second one here is golden pelted. So you can kind of see the stripes better on this one. Cuz you can see the dark and the lighter stripes. So that's cool. Same deal. It's kind of hard to see, but it's this, ooh, look at the backing on that one. That's a knit backing. Not that it makes a difference, but that's just kind of surprising because they're both chipmunk fur, but this one has a regular backing and this one has like a knit backing. That's just very interesting that they're labeled the same, but they're made completely different. Ooh, okay. I actually got it from this this one company. Whew. Yeah, that was the best. That was the best description you'll ever get. Like, where did you get your fragrance oils? Oh, I got it from this one company. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll look into that. It is currently at the very bottom crate in there, the very bottom. So oh, dropping the camera. So yeah, when I get that out, I will tell you the company. I'll tell you the flavor. Who don't taste it, the scent. 'Cause yeah, they gave me some good stuff. They got the good stuff. So yeah. It's always at the very bottom. You know, that's so true. Kill me. Alright, so yeah, I like this chipmunk fur is cool. It's like this golden, really light golden creamish color underneath, but the very tip is either dark brown or kind of like yellowish gold. So I really like realistic furs, honestly. I really like the amount of depth that they can make it look so thick, and it's just a really thin fur. It's just very cool. I love faux furs. Ah, yes, the flavor of it. I'm gonna taste it now. All right, I will call your husband and tell him to pick you up at the hospital. Oh. So this one's nice. It's kind of a russet colored, almost pumpkin, but darker colored, Russian Husky. Cool. Okay. I actually think Big Z Fabric has this one also. So, Big Z Fabric has like a line of furs that they're like a cool color. Like, I think they even have an amber one. A cool color, and then it has some of the tips are black. Well, I mean, all of the tips are black, I think. Is it all of them or some of them? Now I can't tell. It's only some of them. So some of the tips are black, and it kind of adds this more realistic look, but also more depth. I know I'm using that word a lot today, but it does add more layers. It looks thicker. It looks very nice. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure Big Z Fabric has the same exact fur, in multiple colors too, not just this one amber color. But this is a very nice fabric. Right now the camera is not doing it justice. It's very pretty. Cool, so $53.25. Yeah, no, because I know for a fact that Big Z sells it for like $28. I'm just crying. I don't know why they think they can get away with these prices. Yet at the same time, I'm buying it, so they are getting away with these prices. I hate you, Mendels! Why do you have to have unique furs? I hate you. Ugh. Cool, so that was, on this website, on Mendels, they call it Russian Husky. But I'm used to calling it, what did I call it? I just said it like 3 minutes ago. I'm used to calling it nothing. Alright. I can't remember. Anyways, Here's another Russian Husky one, but this one... So these are technically the same kind. Oh my gosh, please. This is what I'm talking about. This paper is too flimsy. At least Howl Fabrics gives you like a thicker paper. These are technically the same kind, but this one's much more realistic in its colors than this orange one. Wow, this... Oh, that is... Oh, I hate how much I love this. I hope I don't have to buy this. Alright, so this one has got this, what's the color? Taupe? Taupe? How do you pronounce that? It's spelled T-A-U-P-E. Taupe? Okay, I'm gonna Google this real fast. Definition. Gray with a tinge of brown. Yeah, so that's the word I was looking for.
Taupe.
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 Taupe. Okay, learn something new every day. So this is, the color I was looking for is taupe. So it's like gray, basically, but it's just a little bit brown. Very pretty. I've seen another color. I can't remember. I think, not oyster. It might be called pewter. I'll have to look at it later, but there is a shade of just plain luxury shag faux fur that is this taupe brownish gray, and it's very pretty. It's, it's almost cocoa. It's almost like it's like a slightly more dull cocoa. I don't like how the first swatches are cut. Why? Because it's just terrible. Like, look at how... Oh, well, that one came off the page. It's so, like, not straight at the bottom. I'm just gonna cry. I hate how it's not even. So, even if I order a swatch from a place like this, they send you, a small swatch, usually pretty badly cut. So if ever I order the same fur later on that's like a full yard of it, like, the reason I knew I liked this porcupine fur was because I had a swatch of it. But the swatch of it is half the size of this. It's tiny. It's like this big but smaller, actually. So now that I have this yard of fur, I'm actually going to cut my own swatch out of it because I can cut straight lines. Oh! I can cut straight lines, and I can give myself a swatch that's bigger than, like... What's something tiny? Bigger than this slice of bread. Bigger than this baguette. Yeah! It's long and it just flops everywhere on the flimsy paper. Yeah, okay, right? I feel like they should have stapled it in the top center of each instead of on the side. It's just cringe. It's really, and then it's not even on like a stiff piece of paper, so it's like, okay. Alright, let's go on the last. Oh, this one is also considered Russian Husky. So, I've seen this before. I actually have a yard of something very similar to this that I got from Psy Fabrics, which is, of course, much more affordable. So, if you really like the way this one looks, which you should, this is a very pretty fur. I think the camera almost does it justice. Almost. It's just very pretty. Yeah, if you like this one, check out Psy Fabrics. They have a lot of furs, more than you'd expect, in weird colors. I wouldn't ever shop there for basic colors, but for some strange oddities, like something like this, or this, try Psy Fabrics. They've got some cool stuff. So yeah, because of the way they... Oh, I have so many reasoning behind this. I mean, this just straight up fell off. But I will purposely take them off the card, even though Howl Fabrics came on a nice cardstock paper. I'll purposely take them off, label the back, because how am I supposed to put them in like a little swatch pile if they're all stuck to a piece of paper? I like to mix and match and make cool colors, combinations together. I mean, look at this one. This gray is really nice. I would like to combine it with something, but it'd be hard to combine it with something if they're all on different pages. So, I've seen people make swatch books where they, like, get a binder or something. And I mean, that might work for them. That's great. But not for me, man. I want to have the label on the back, and I throw it all in the box. You do that too! Yes! Good! Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, you gotta do it immediately before you forget. You have to see the colors next to each other to know if they work. Yeah, right? Because sometimes you think that it would look really nice, and then you look at it and you're like, wait a minute, this one is more brown than this gray. It will look awful together. So if you don't have them, that's exactly the point. If you don't have them together, you can't tell if they'll work right. Cool, so, wow, that's classy. So, I ordered okay. Remember how I said every time I order from Mendels I have a problem? Well, here we go. So, let's start off with last time. Last time, all I ordered was swatches, because I'd never ordered from Mendels before, and I wanted to see what kind of furs they had, what quality furs, so I ordered a good variety of just regular luxury shag. I ordered some seal, some, like, beaver, which is basically the same thing. I ordered, like, specialty furs, so, like, these kinds of weird colors and stuff, and some really long, like, flocati shag. Anyways, that was a good order. The problem is, they mailed me somebody else's. So, I had their order, and they had mine. And, you know, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but the thing is, they wanted me to lay out every single sheet, take a picture of every single sheet to show them what arrived in the mail. They wanted way more than they should have. Like, with me and the other person both complaining that we got each other's, all they had to do was say, I'm so sorry, we're mailing yours out immediately. But instead they're like, you gotta send me a picture of every single card of this. And you gotta understand, at the time I was working 2 jobs and I was making fursuits. I was busy, just like I am today. And I didn't have time for that. After paying, like, so much money, too, like, it's like, come on, man. Why you gotta be like that? So eventually I did get my swatches, but still, that was kind of a sour note. I mean, every company has at least one blunder eventually. So, you know. So I gave them another chance, and I ordered some of the furs that I liked the swatches of the first time around. And those are down here. And I ordered some new swatches, of course. And this time around, they did not, like, it's like, okay, if you're gonna run out of a specific fur, this has happened to me on different websites, though, different times, where you place an order for some fur, and then they like try to contact you later, and they're like, we ran out of that fur. And here I am wondering, why don't you have it? What is wrong with your stocking that you don't have labeled that you have, like, none of this fur left? Like, it's not like I ordered 5 yards and they only had, like, 1 or 2. I ordered 1 yard of fur, and either they had 1 yard left or they didn't. And they didn't. So they should have had that. They should have had that labeled in their system that they ran out. So it just baffles me. So that happened, and I had to get a refund for that, and it just frustrated me, because that was really a fur that I actually needed for something that is coming up very soon, for my brother's project. But, you know, it was a fur that I only could find at Mendels, too, so it's very frustrating for me, and I really just wish they would keep up with their stocking. I've had this happen to me with many other websites, but, you know, it's frustrating. You not live at 10 a.m. Seriously. So you want to know what happened with that? So I'm minding my own business, sewing some stuff, working. My sister comes in the room like this, and she's like, we're playing Sea of Thieves now. And I'm like, okay. And I've
never played that game before. I bought it, and I had it downloaded. I just recently I bought it because it was on sale, and I've never played it, and boy, it's fun. I like it, but that we did some kind of mission that took really, really long. So I was like, I'm supposed to be streaming now. LOL. That's fine. Everybody knows that I can never keep my word on what time I'm starting. I'm sorry. Yeah, right now it's 1 p.m. Right now it's 1:17. Whew. Anyways, also, as I'm finding out right now, another thing Mendels did to me during this order, there were supposed to be 5 swatches on this page, but apparently they're saying that this last one is no longer available. So instead of just like, I don't know what they could have done. I mean, they could have given me another swatch, or they could have given me like, even just like refund me $1 or something. It's not, I mean, $1 or whatever, it's not that much, but it's the principle of it, that they're just like, this swatch isn't available, you don't get it, sorry. Like, what? They didn't even notify me. They were already notifying me that they ran out of that yard of fur, and they didn't say that this swatch is out. They're like, do you want to replace this fur or return it? They also could have asked me the same question for this swatch. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of flustered right now. It's just, with this professional fur selling place, I've had a problem in one order, and then the second order I had 2 problems, and it's just, if you're gonna charge double and sometimes triple of standard price, you gotta be good. You gotta be a good company. You gotta have good customer service. So it's just stunning. It's just stunning to me. So that's where I stand on Mendels. They're very much a 3-star place. They've got some good furs. They've got some really, really cheap furs, but they're priced to be full price anyways. And their customer service is kind of but they do have some cool furs, so I guess I gotta accept it. That's where I stand on Mendels. I think out of all of the fur places I've ordered from, let me see, Big C Fabrics, Psy Fabrics, Fursuit Supplies, even Fabric Empire. That was a long time ago though, so I'd have to review them again. There was one more for sure, I just can't recall. Even Etsy, like, I've just never had more trouble ordering furs in my entire life than from this one place. Oh, and Howl Fabrics, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I got my furs, but just be aware that they're very much a 3-star company. Oh. Anyways, this is the last page of swatches. There's only 4. Let's go. This one is labeled as straight up just seal. Regular seal. Oh, regular seal. And, that's the same as this orange. So, sure, it looks great on camera. And even the backing is, like, a decent quality, but boy, this feels awful. Like, I wouldn't even... Maybe I'm just a fur snob, but I wouldn't even put this on my cat's pet bed. Like, I must be a fur snob. But it feels awful. Like, I almost can't stop, like, feeling it, because it's just, it feels, okay, it feels like if you took, like, this nice, you took, like, a nice high-quality beaver fur or something, and you took a bottle of hairspray, and you just went for, like, 3 minutes. That's exactly what this fur feels like. I'm not kidding. That's what it feels like. Fighting the urge to buy fur swatches. You know what? I am super weak to that, too. I'm sorry I got you into this. It's so tempting, isn't it? I mean, they're pretty affordable, and they're so exciting. Like, I just love fur. Sonic, me not going back to sleep. Just get some mac and cheese and just, you know, just stay awake for a little bit. Okay, so here's the difference here. So here Mendels has this terrible one labeled as Seal, but this one below it is labeled as Super Seal. And apparently Super Seal is what I would call normal seal. Regular seal fur, a nice tough backing, soft fur. Yeah, so this is a standard, you know, like gray with some black tipped fur. Very standard. This is just a regular seal. This is below average. This is like $10, maybe even less. I'd say like $6 a yard at Joann. I would never use this in a project. Maybe this. I just can't believe it that they're selling these expensive furs next to these really, really cheap ones. Like, I wouldn't even sell them. Like, if people are buying from your shop, they have to have money because these are expensive. Like, everything there is so overpriced. So if you're gonna have money to spend, you're not gonna buy this ultra cheap fur anyways. You're gonna buy the good stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't get it. Okay, so the second one here, this white one, is same. It's called Super Seal, which is basically regular seal. But it's not like I needed a swatch of more of what a seal was. It's just, you know, I had to fill up those last few slots of swatches, and gray, black, and white, ivory. Those are colors I use a lot. So they're kind of already in different swatch packs. So if I want to make more color palettes, it helps to have extra colors of these basic colors just floating around in my swatch box. It's helpful to have because I use these colors so often. It's like every other one needs one of these swatches. So, and this one is called Cuddle Seal. Actually, we had another Cuddle Seal earlier. That was these cool colored ones. Which let me check the price here. Okay. So there's Super Seal, which is just regular seal, honestly, is $39.50 a yard. And Cuddle Seal is $28.50. So a good $11 cheaper to get the Cuddle Seal. And the main difference here is that it's super soft. It's not got it doesn't have like a tough backing like the regular seal does. It's very bendable knit backing. I could see this shedding a lot if you're not really I could see this shedding a lot if you're not careful with I mean it'd probably be fine. I just right at the moment when you cut it, it's gonna go everywhere. But you know, all faux fur kind of gets everywhere when you cut it. Anyways, it's a lot softer. I'll give it that. But I would just say it's just got a little bit thinner of a pile. Like if you want to shave this, you can't. You'll see the backing. But if you want to shave this, you can. But they're already so thin. Like, seal is already such a thin fur. It's kind of pointless to shave it even thinner. But I guess that depends on what you're working on. Because this really thin seal fur is perfect for, again, it's perfect for, like, the fingers here. I wouldn't have to hand shave these if they... hand shave, get it? I wouldn't have to hand shave these if they were already short fur, which I would love. I hate shaving. So yeah, that was my experience. We got some good furs. We got some good swatches. We got some bad swatches, but that's fine because then I will know never to order those. So, I'm gonna have to try to stuff these in my swatch bin up there, and I don't think I can. I'm out of space. My swatch bin is full. I have to I stack each one of these swatches evenly, and so it's like I have made as much space as I can in that box. I didn't just throw them all in there and like hope that it fits. They're organized, stacked in there, and there's no more space. So I think I'm gonna have to upgrade to a second swatch box. The time is now. All right. Well, I'm gonna be doing this whether I'm on stream or off stream, so might as well just do a few labels. Ooh, I'm actually starting to get kind of warm. Wonder why that is. I guess it's the hoodie. It was kind of cold earlier. That's why I'm wearing the hoodie. Okay. Got this plugged in. These are my new hot glue guns. I'm very excited. These are Gorilla brand. And I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, the brand name, whatever. It's just about the quality of it. And every glue gun is like slightly different. And to most people, they won't notice, but to me, it's a huge difference because I use them so much. And my previous glue gun that was red, it just had a small little trigger, and it would clog up kind of easily. And whenever I needed a lot of glue, I'd have to like squirt it a lot just to get it to actually get some glue on the project. So it was kind of frustrating. So I said, you know what? Screw this. And I tried the Gorilla one, and boy, this is an awesome glue gun. It's got 2 temperatures, which, by the way, not all glue guns, big or small, have 2 temperatures. So always make sure that it says dual temp, because you never know what you're gonna work on, and it's good to have 2 temperatures. This one's got like a little flat surface thing here. I'll try to show it better. Which my other one didn't have. And that was one of the big problems of my other glue gun too, is that it would just fall over all the time. Just whoop. And this one's nice that it has a light. Like, this light turns on when it's plugged in, which is awesome because at nighttime, like, I'm done working on stuff, I turn off all the lights, closing up everything, putting things away, and I will see this light. So if I forgot to unplug it, I'll see the light and I'll be like, oh man. So that's a really, really nice quality. It's got this rubber here on the tip, so it's a lot easier to not burn yourself, which I really appreciate. And even just this stand piece here is a nice high quality. Like, the other one on my other glue gun broke off a lot, and this trigger isn't like half the size. It's actually double the size of my other one, so it's really, I don't have to just use one finger to try to push all the glue. I can use 3. And this is just a great glue gun. It's even got notches, so if it falls over, it like isn't resting and burning this hot thing on your desk. It's just really overall a great gun, and I liked it so much I got the full-size one too, because my full-size glue gun that I had before, same problems, honestly. Just, I mean, different problems, but they could be fixed. And this one fixed almost all the problems I had with my other one. It's also dual temp. It's got this nice big base on the bottom so it doesn't fall over. It's got this rubber, just like the other one, so it doesn't burn you as easily. Even this stand is nice and sturdy. And, you know, like the other one, it's got the fin, so if you drop it over, this hot part won't burn your desk. So, yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten to use this one yet, but I have used the little one, and it's awesome. So, if you need a glue gun, just buy the Gorilla brand one. They're like either the same price or like $1 more than the other glue guns, and it's just so much better. It's just such a nice quality gun. I can't even believe it. Like, this is a great glue gun. Anyways, I had to rant for a few minutes. I'm sorry. I get very attached to the things that I'm talking about. Actually, I did use this one once. I just don't remember. I don't remember how it went, but I did use this one once because I remember after leaving it plugged in, it would drip glue out, and it's not that much, but that is a problem that this one does have. I'm not sure about the small one. It looks like it's trying to drip a little bit of glue, so that's one negative. some glue guns, if you just leave them there, it will drip, and some don't. It's you never know what you're gonna get. I guess I would say that's the only negative I've found with these guns. But it doesn't drop barely any. Like, my other glue gun, I could pull them out and shame them. I think I will. Come here, glue gun. So this is my other one. It's a Elmer's glue brand. Dual temperature, just like the other one, but look at the size of the base. It's a lot smaller. This one falls over a lot. It's this piece, it's hard to see. The piece that folds out the stand here, it falls off all the time. And although it does have this rubber on the tip, it was always obnoxious because it kind of is bulbous shaped. This one is less bulbous. It's more of like a fine tip shape. It's just, the design of this one is so much better. But this one, the worst thing about it, it just drooled glue like crazy. Like, holy cow. So yeah, now that one's just gonna be in my shelf here forever, my little drawer. So, I don't know. I've got this one too. This one has almost every single same problem as the other one. This is a Stanley brand. Like, this is more for, like, people that are putting this in their toolbox or something. But honestly, it's still a glue gun. Does the same thing, except this one's got a big tip that could burn you. It doesn't have any silicone at all. So, I don't know. I've had many glue guns. These are my favorites so far. So if you need a glue gun, CloverCat seal of endorsement. I should have a commercial for these things. I accidentally just gave like a 10-minute commercial on Gorilla Glue Guns. I'm sorry. But that's kind of my job, right? Is to give you guys like reviews of products. It just happened to be a good review. I didn't intend to make it into like a commercial. I'm sorry. But while I'm at it, best glue sticks are also Gorilla Glue, because I've had these, which is a great bulk pack of glue sticks, but later on, after doing more research, I found out that, believe it or not, more glue, like, I know that all glues aren't created equal, right? But, first of all, there's, like, clear, and then there's, like, more, opaque, like, the opaque, different levels of opacity, basically. But that doesn't really matter, because everything I glue is hidden. I guess this would matter if you were, like, doing something like floral or something where the glue might be seen. You'd want to make sure you get a clear one. But, the Gorilla Glue here is not completely opaque, so just be aware of that. But it is the better glue. So if you can use glue that's not, if it doesn't matter to you, if it's like super clear or kind of whitish, get the Gorilla Glue. It is a little more expensive, but it's not much more expensive, and it's much better. Glue sticks, trust me, I did research on this. I found out kind of recently. They bond by, obviously, heating up the glue, and the glue, bonds to each of the two objects that you're trying to glue together by mostly just by heat. But some glue sticks, like the cheaper glue sticks, barely have any adhesive in them at all. So, imagine buying a glue stick without any glue in it. It's just melted plastic, and that's it. Like, so that's why I like the Gorilla Glue, the glue sticks, because they actually have adhesive. And I've done tests. On this. I took my regular AdTech ones, and I glued some foam together, I glued some fur together, and then I did the same exact thing with the Gorilla Glue, and I tried to pull all of them apart and the Gorilla Glue, like, after it cools off and, like, you know, like 10 minutes later or whatever, 5-10 minutes, yeah, it's much, much stronger overall. So I highly recommend the Gorilla Glue. It's a little more expensive, but it's worth it, honestly. It actually holds stuff together. You're gonna buy, like, a $5 bag of glue. You might as well spend $6 instead and get better glue. Right? So. Anyways. Gorilla Glue! Am I right? I'm sorry. I don't mean to rant about stuff. I just get very excited. Anyways. So these are some labels I got at the dollar store. Just some standard labels. But no matter what label you use, it's not gonna be sticky enough to hold on to the backing of a fabric like these. So every time, if I get a swatch from somewhere and it's got a sticker on the back, I rip the sticker off, I slap some hot glue on there, and I put the sticker back on. And if it doesn't have a sticker, like these, which came on this piece of paper, I rip them off by hand. And then I add my own sticker and hot glue it. Yep. So, this is something that I'm pretty sure I've streamed a few times before, is me explaining how I just label my swatches. But it's something that I wish somebody would explain to me. Sorry for in my mouth. In the very beginning, when I first started, this. Because keeping everything organized from the very beginning is the hugest thing. Like, it's so much easier to keep things organized as you go rather than afterward to try to figure out, okay, what was this? And you have thousands of furs now. You don't know what you have. You have to organize. It's incredibly awful. So I actually have a swatch list, like a full list in a Word document saved on my computer so that I don't accidentally order the same swatches twice. So I got organized, and it actually is awesome. It's really helping me out. So here's my little thingy thing. Cool. So I'm gonna write where this is from. I don't want this glue gun to burn me. I'm gonna move it over here. Not me, but my jacket. My Overwatch jacket. Alright, so I'm gonna write Mendels. Sometimes I'll shorten it, like Fursuit supplies, I'll just put FSS, or Big Z Fabric, BZF, or Howl Fabrics, I just put HF, but Mendels, I don't know why, I just want to write out the whole thing. So I write Mendels, and then I'll write what it is. They have it labeled as Seal, and they have the color as burgundy. Burgundy. Okay. And if I happen to know the cost of the thing, I'll write it on there. I mean, why not? They have it labeled right there. $29.75 a yard. So I don't even have to write a yard because everything like this, they always price it out by yard. So here's the swatch label I've made. Come on, focus. Focus for me. Oh, man. Is there a trick to make your camera focus faster? Okay, yeah, so Mendels. Seal is the kind of fur, burgundy is the color, and then I have the price, so I might as well put it. And these labels are fairly sticky, but the thing is, when you're, like, shuffling around all your swatches, trying to make combinations, and just... they will fall off. These labels, they will fall off, so you might as well be proactive and glue them before. So cool. Now I've labeled this, and I know if I like this fur, I know where I can buy it. I know how much it costs. I know the exact color it is, and I can put it in a swatch box, mix and match it. Yay! So, even the nice fur, like even the Howl fabric came with some really nice I mean, it came with these same thing, like it's stapled to the paper, but as nice as that was, I still rather personally just have it separate, so boy, it took me a long time to catch up with that, because I ordered so many swatches from Howl Fabrics. Cool. Mendels. And Super Seal. The nerve. The nerve of them calling it Super Seal. It's just regular seal. They should call the regular seal, like, underperforming or some other... I don't know. Some other mean word. Bad seal. Low quality seal. Okay, Super Seal Gray. Okay, and this one is 39. Whoo hoo hoo. 39.50. Cool. That's just crazy. And I would never buy from them if they didn't have a few random, rare, cool furs that I really, really wanted. Because their prices are just exorbitantly excessive. But here we are. So yeah. You guys know my process. I've explained it millions of times, and I've explained it again just now, so this is fun. I'm just gonna keep doing it, and if I wasn't on stream right now, I would just be putting on like a TV show or some music or something and just plugging away, getting it done. It does take a little bit of time, but it's the only way. You gotta stay organized. Organization is life. Yeah, and these labels, I mean, you can get them at Walmart or other places, but you can also get them at the dollar store, so why not, you know? Super Seal. There we go. And this is Ivory. Cool. $39.50. I just can't believe that. I'm just shocked. You know, I'd be willing to bet money, actually, that Micah is off looking at swatches right now. We inspire each other. She's awesome at character customization. Like, she comes up with really cool, like, character designs and colors, and it's awesome. And when I'm working on this stuff, she gets into it, like, into the mood to create stuff, and when I see her characters, it gets me into the mood to create stuff, so it's cool. That's what I really like about having friends that are really, you know, interested in the other furry costumes and stuff with me, because we push each other to be better, and it's keeping each other. You can tell I'm starting to get tired. 2-hour mark is usually when I start to lose it. I like having furry friends that are also into the design and creation of costumes, because we have good ideas and giving each other other good ideas just by showing each other what we're working on. So it's very cool. It's like Twitter, but less toxic. Yeah, so I've been chatting with my friend lately, and I think we're going to start up a live stream of some SpongeBob games. I'm really excited for that. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know in the stream info channel. If I don't die for another several days, you know. After my streams, I just go into, like, a coma, and I'm like, leave me alone. Alright, so this one is Cuddle Seal. Cool. And it is colored sand. Ooh. Getting creative. $28.50. Cool. Well, I guess I should end it pretty soon. I mean, I showed off all the stuff I wanted to show off, which is the new hand paws that I've worked on and have finished. Showed off all the Mendels furs and me making swatches. I didn't intend to show off me making swatches, but oops. Yeah. Oh, and you guys got to hear me rant about glue guns for like 5 hours. I'm sorry about that. I am. But yeah, yeah. I gotta try to get back on schedule more, with my streams. But I just get burnt out a lot lately. I'm not really sure what it is. I just, I don't know. I guess I'm just burnt out. There's no other way to explain that. But, I'll show off my Overwatch hoodie before I go. I'm sure you guys have seen it, because I've been wearing it. This size is Overwatch. It's oversized. Oversized Overwatch, because it's the smallest size they had. And this side is all the Mercy logos. Ugh. Got the wings, the feather, the res. I love that. I always call the res, like, up res. I don't know why. Like, because it's like an up arrow, so it makes me want to say upvote, and then I realize it's not upvote. It's like resurrection. It's like res, so I accidentally call it up res. Which is so dumb, I know. But, I love Mercy. She's my favorite character to play because I'm really not into competitive games at all, but I really am into team games, and I love playing games with my friends, and it's really fun for me to be a support character. It's not like it's not like a competitive shooter to me, because it's like, all I do is run around healing my teammates, you know? I mean, I try not to die, but yeah. Of course, I do like playing all the other support characters too. Brigitte, she's fun. I really like her. I like playing the game in general, but for the most part, support is my favorite, because I'm more about just playing with the team, and yeah, I like the support role. I think it's fun. But I really like Ashe too. Ashe speaks to me on a deep personal level. I'm not gonna try to do the accent though. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep working on these. I'm dying. I told you I ate fur. I'm just gonna keep working on these swatches, and I'm just gonna go now because I'm getting tired, and I'm really bad at entertaining when I'm tired, unfortunately. So thanks for sticking around. I don't know, I had fun ranting for a while, so I hope you guys had fun listening and hanging out, and if you were here on the stream, thank you. If you're here on YouTube, I see you. Thank you for watching. And if you want, you're always welcome to come onto the Twitch and say hi when I'm live. If you can catch me live. It's kind of rare these days. But, thank you, all of you, for watching and supporting me. Really means a lot. Really, it does. Keeps me going. So, I'll see you guys all later. Have a good day, night, evening. If I can. Okay. Bye.